Welcome to Listening and Comprehension. This is going to be a series of interviews of people who have left their homeland, their home countries, to move to Vietnam, and now they find themselves running a business. And the first interview is with a guy called Kula Hans, an Indian guy from Delhi, and he's over here running his business, and he will tell you all about what his business is and how difficult it was to start a business or how easy it was. Also, how he gives $1 million away a year to the poor. And this interview is in 4 parts. First part, then there's a quiz. Second part, then there's a quiz, and so on until the end of the video. So listen carefully. He has an Indian accent, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. This was the idea. And enjoy the interview. It does get quite amusing some way through it. So, yeah, off we go. And welcome to jimmymonk.com. And today's guest is Kula Hans. Kula Hans? Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Kula Hans.
So Kula Hans, you're from India.
Yes.
Yeah? But you're in Vietnam.
Yes, I'm in Vietnam. We are in Vietnam.
How did that happen?
That happened that just I got job offer from this company with which I'm working right now. And when you see the description, the kind of role it offers, the kind of challenges that it offers for this place is just take it that way. And I just flew here.
As quick as easy as that? No, but you brought your whole family here.
Yes, I'm here with the family, and you won't imagine how fast it was if I tell you it was less than a week. So from the first email to me and my family being in Ho Chi Minh City, it was less than a week.
Less than a week?
Less than a week. Yes.
Wow. You must have been really busy in that week.
Yes, it was, because I was working in another city called New Delhi.
Oh, I
was working there, and then my hometown is Udaipur, which is 1 hour flight from New Delhi, right? So I need to wind up my house in New Delhi, shift all this stuff to Udaipur, fly in Udaipur, and then back to Vietnam. So 7 days.
Wow.
All this.
Wow, 7 days.
Yes.
And you had no idea you were going to move to Vietnam 7 days previously?
No, never. So even I was not knowing that I'm gonna leave New Delhi or my previous company.
What did the previous company say when you were leaving?
No,
quickly?
it was because, see, it was always being very frank with the boss, right? So I told him, in fact, I discussed with him that this is the job opportunity which I'm getting. I mean, he says, just grab it, it's amazing. We can't offer you that anyways. Not in terms of compensation, but the profile, because the profile which I'm handling right now, that won't be for my boss as well in the previous company. It's much bigger than that.
But quite a good boss to have, to understand and let you go that quickly.
Yes. There are many such people, so it's right.
Well, not where I come from.
Yeah.
You would have to do your months. Yeah, you'd have to do your month or your 2 weeks or whatever it was. Otherwise, you'd just lose money.
I was accepted to relieve in a day.
Wow. So, you brought your family here.
Yes.
Your daughter is very young.
She was born here.
She was born here?
She was born here, yeah.
How are you dealing with school? And is she learning Indian and
Vietnamese and English? Yes.
Wow. And how was it finding a school, or what was that sort of settling in? What was that like?
Actually, so finding school in here, so as you know that here you don't have any international school which runs completely in English, okay?
Yeah.
But then my daughter is just 2.5 years old when she was supposed to get into a kindergarten. Then we thought that is the right age for any children to learn whatever they want, right?
It's the best time.
As they are born, they don't know Hindi, they don't know English, or they don't know any language. So whatever they will learn, they will get it, they will catch it. So we just found one very good kindergarten. We are vegetarians, right? So for that, our choice was not which is the best kindergarten here, but in fact, our choice was to make which kindergarten can serve vegetarian food or allows us to bring food for my baby. So not everyone allowed it.
Oh, really?
But somehow the best kindergarten in the city did allow us, and we chose that.
Nice. And how's your wife settling in?
She is an English teacher here. Yes.
Very cool. At a school or a language center?
She in both, in fact. So she is teaching in daytime in school, and in evening she is at language center.
I was keeping her busy then.
She is busy. Yeah.
And
right.
What's it like running a business in Vietnam?
It's good. You've got a lot of freedom to work here. And plus, if you have good connections with all local government people.
Good connections.
Yes. And you follow the rules. Okay, so when I say good connections, it doesn't mean that you get license to break the rules. No. You follow all the rules, but still, if you have good connections, then your things will move faster for sure. Okay, and plus you're doing something better for the place, right? Our company here in this city would be the first multinational company to come in. Now it's nearing 20 years.
I don't think there is many international companies anywhere in Vietnam.
Yes, not everywhere, but yeah, not many. But near Ho Chi Minh City, those industrial hubs, they definitely have.
They have that.
They are supposed to have. Otherwise, where else the companies will go?
Because you've got no international banks here. Not that I've seen.
Yes. Yeah.
There's no. I've only ever seen franchises. Burger King. No, there's no Burger King.
No Burger King, in fact. Yeah.
I think there's two. What's the other one? Burger King, McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I think I've only ever seen two.
Okay.
And I think one of them's at the airport. And that's it.
Correct. KFC is also there.
KFC is quite popular. We've got one opened up here now.
Correct.
But Pizza Hut?
No.
There's one in Saigon.
Okay.
Yeah, we go there every time. Not for me, but my stepson, he likes the pizza.
Okay.
But they're the only sort of international businesses, but they're all franchises.
Right.
So you've done quite well to, I think, have a business here. I think you've done quite well. And do you employ many people?
Yes. So we would be highest employer for this province. We have got more than 1,000 people working for us in this province.
In this province?
If we talk about our company in Vietnam as a whole, we would have more than 5,000 people employed for us.
That's why Vietnam likes you. That must help. That must help employing lots of people.
Employing many people, and then you are giving a lot of revenue to the country as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Our volumes are very high.
And what is your product?
Yeah, for me, product here is cashews.
Cashews?
Oh,
my favourite
cashew nuts.
Yeah, my favourite nuts. Peanuts are all right. Cashews are a little bit better, I think. And they're grown here?
They are grown here. So Vietnam would be not in top 10, although in terms of raw cashew nuts being growing here. But Vietnam is the biggest processor of cashew nuts.
Oh, really?
Number one.
In the world?
In the world.
Oh my God.
So
you learn something new every day.
Correct. So cashews from across the globe will come here, raw cashews, will be processed and exported.
Oh, so other countries send it here?
Yes. All African countries, from Cambodia.
Why do they do that?
Because processing is very well settled industry here. It's mechanized. Most of other part of the world where cashew processing is happening, they are not that mechanized. if they are mechanized also, but they are not that efficient. Whereas in Vietnam, it's very good.
Wow, you do learn something new every day. Every day.
Yeah.
And obviously, your employees are not Indian; they're Vietnamese.
Yes.
How's it working with a lot of Vietnamese? How does that help? Is it difficult? The cultures? Is it a
culture is different? Definitely very different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine.
But the good part is they are very friendly.
Yeah.
They are very understanding.
Yeah.
They will gel with you.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the only good part, in fact. So, for example, I'm handling so many people here in my factory here. My second line, which means the people who reports to me,
Yeah.
now most of them, I'll say 80% of them knows English. Okay, because they are working for us for, as I told you, most of them are working for 20 years. Some are 15 years, some are 12 years. So I would not have anyone, or I would say I have not recruited anyone in past 6 years, you can say. Not required to do, because people just continue with us. No, they don't leave. Someone join us, won't leave.
But that's a good sign.
Correct.
That's a good sign.
Correct. So they get to practice talking to us as well. That's why they know English very well. So for me, my second line is still good in English. But then beyond that, people knows very less English.
But as long as your first line has the connection between the two of you,
Correct.
then
That helps a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That helps a lot. Yes. So we invest a lot of energy and time for those people to learn English.
Yeah.
So that now it has become a easier thing.
Yeah.
But I can imagine the first person who would have come here, my colleague, would be 20 years back when people don't know any English,
that would have been
what he would have faced with no Google Translate or anything.
That would have been a real headache.
We are very privileged to have all these gadgets and technology.
Yeah. And well, that was the first part. How did you do with the quiz? I hope you did okay. And now we've got the second part, followed by another quiz. Here we go, second part. What was it like for you to move to Vietnam and your wife? What was that like? Was it the cultures, the food?
Not those things actually gel with us or match with us, because being a vegetarian, you can imagine Vietnam, it's a no place for you. Now it's converting. So I can say 6 years back when we came here, there were no options, in fact, because some options that you have.
Sorry about this, guys. Carry on.
Some options that we have will not suit the taste. You need to develop that taste, correct? So, and I've seen that in last 4 years, lot of vegetarian restaurants have opened up here. They are Vietnamese, and we have started liking that taste as well. So from food stuff, when we came, It was not that we are going to eat anything there. Anyways, we are going to cook ourselves. So food was not. But what really made us come here was, number one, before coming here, I did speak to some of my other would-be colleagues, which means people who are working already in this company. I spoke to them and they were very positive about the people, culture, and company. Okay, so these three things are important. So if if the people you are going is good, the culture you are going to the place is good, and plus your company and your profile is amazing, then it's okay. Then you should be ready to take any other challenge. Rather than compromising on any of these and staying at some place where you won't grow that well.
Now, on to something that does interest me. We were speaking earlier that you help the poor.
Yes.
And this is quite a special thing, really.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this.
As a company as a whole, our company internationally believes that sustainability is a responsibility and is a must thing to do. It is not that someone is forcing us, okay? But we as a company really want to give back to the society and community wherever we are present. So our company is having presence in more than 60 countries right now, okay?
60 countries.
60 countries, and every place wherever we can give back anything to society or we can contribute, we do. Same happens in Vietnam as well. I am responsible for this CSR for my company as well. That hat also I do wear. So we are doing a lot of such activities here. Just to name some, we have built houses for people who could never dream of a house in their lifetime. Okay.
How do you find? I mean, there must be loads of people here who want a house.
Correct.
You can't just give a house away.
Correct. Surely. So it's not on the want. Okay. So yeah, that's right. So you're right. Many people want. We also get the list of, I'll say 100, 200 people in a small village. But then we have got many ways to filter it and to come to the right candidate. Okay, right, most deserving one. We will not say that other people are not right. Okay, but then they won't be most deserving. So if we choose that we are gonna build 5 houses, then in the list of whatever number, we are going to choose most top 5 deserving people. Okay, so one would be in their family background. Okay, so I'll say, how do we take someone out? Elimination is also one way of selection. Correct? So all the people, all the able people in the family should be working. Okay. That is must. So if they are able to work, they should be working. We don't give someone don't get anything just for free. Okay, that is our opinion. Because that's otherwise they will not have that much value of that thing. Okay. So that is one thing, that if they are able, they need to work. Okay, and then most of the cases which we have done, most of them are single mother. Generally, we have seen. So because of some reason, either they parted ways or husband passed away. So a genuine such reason, then we are going to support them. Then the single mother, whoever is there, she would be working in fields or she would be working as a daily labor, like this, to feed 2 children or 3 children. So those are the people who really need it.
When you say daily labor, I've seen something in Vietnam I've never seen anywhere else. The guys are laying the bricks, building it, and the women are carrying all the bricks and carrying the cement and carrying the sand. And it's just like, how does that work? I have never seen that anywhere else in the world. Sorry to interrupt you, but I had to say
that's
a strange
something
one.
different you need to share, definitely.
That's a strange one. So carry on about your
Right. So these are some criteria. We will also see their poor book. Okay. So in Vietnam, there is a concept that if someone is really poor, they will be given a certificate by government.
Really?
Yes. That they are.
I'm poor.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's right. Yeah. Because we may feel this way because we have not seen this in our places. India also we have it. Okay. In many countries, many developing countries, they have it because once a person is under that category, then from government benefits to them are also different than a normal person.
I see.
So you need to be,
They qualify for certain.
Correct.
Okay, makes sense. But it's not very nice having a poor certificate.
Yes.
They could rename it something else. Something else would be nice.
Correct. But yeah, that's there. So a person should be holding that for sure.
Right.
Okay, that is needed. And then last would be, maybe not many people will agree with us, but then a person should be having some land with them. Okay, because being a foreign company, we cannot take a land for someone. That's not allowed by law as well. Okay, so
no, because we can't buy land, can we?
We can't
as
buy.
a foreigner.
No,
we can buy property, but we can't buy land.
As a company, we can't buy a land for someone else.
I think that goes in any country.
Mostly, yes, that's right. That's right.
It's owned by the citizens. Not
correct.
It cannot be owned by a foreigner. Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Normal,
so that is the reason some of you may think that then there won't be top 5 people who are really poor. They will own a land. That's right. That's right. So we have seen some people. We have found some way to help them as well because we have discussed with government and we have found out that someone who is so poor, then government can get them a land actually. So we have helped some people to get into this discussion with government to get a land for them, allocated to them, and then we build a house to them for them.
Even if it's a small piece of land out somewhere, out of town or wherever.
Yes.
Which makes sense. And do you have a budget for this type of thing?
We have budget. Yeah.
And could I ask how much that is? How much you spend
that's a very big number. Yeah. So I think it's more than $1 million an year that we spend.
$1 million a year
we spend on all the projects
in
Vietnam.
In Vietnam, on the whole of Vietnam, not just Pleiku.
Not just Pleiku.
In the whole of Vietnam. Wow, $1 million.
Yes.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Correct.
So it goes to show the cashew business.
Correct. And without expectation of returns. That's important thing.
Yeah, you can't expect anything back from that.
Correct. But then, it's a very clear concept. That's what I'm telling. Because, see, we have seen many of the sustainability projects are also designed in a way
to get their money back.
Yes, that you should get the money back in some way. We are not telling we want the money from that person. No. But then some way.
Is it tax deductible for you in Vietnam?
No.
They don't deduct sort of charity at all?
No.
I know in England it's 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, not here.
Nothing.
I mean, and that's not our purpose also. So it's in our expenses. It's company's expenses.
But if you donate $1 million, the cashew business must be good.
Yes, it is.
It must be good.
It is, yeah.
It must be good. Well,
we are in top 3 exporters of cashews from Vietnam.
Top 3 of this city or the
whole?
No,
from Vietnam. We have factories across many locations in Vietnam, but all put together, we are in top 3.
You are the top 3.
Yes.
You are the top 3, or
we are in top 3.
In the top 3.
In top.
Oh, okay.
3, yeah.
No, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Correct.
That was the second part. Now, for the third part. And this one is very interesting. So here we go. Part 3. And how do you see your future? In Vietnam or?
It's not fixed. So if I see future always, I think all of you would be seeing also in two different ways. One would be long-term future, and one would be near future.
Yeah.
So near future, I still see in Vietnam, and I'm very happy about it as well.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about it. Long-term future, it can be anywhere, because as I told you, our businesses are spread across locations. So sometimes if a right fit of the profile and right fit of a person fits in, and both are okay with that, then movement happens.
Quickly, by the sounds of it.
Happens quickly. Yeah, correct.
Very quickly.
See, our company is known for its quick decisions.
Well, it's not a bad thing.
Yes.
That's quite a good thing.
Exactly.
Most governments take years to decide on to do something.
Correct. That you can't do.
No.
In our company, it's not like this.
No,
It's
no.
quick decisions, and that is where we have been either earning very good money or we are learning.
Yeah.
We take it that way. We don't say we made loss. We say we are learning.
Yeah, we're learning. Yeah. If you make mistakes, you're learning.
Exactly.
You only
Correct.
learn by making mistakes, really.
Correct.
If you don't
Correct.
make mistakes, you're not learning.
Yes.
I understand
Yes.
that one. I made a load. I still don't think I've learned much. But I'm trying. I'm trying. And you own a car.
Yes.
I do too.
Yes.
I've got to ask you these questions.
Correct. I have
What's it
seen.
like to
I've
drive
seen
in
most use you make of your car is amazing. I see your pictures. You're going just somewhere around, and then you set up your class setup in the car itself. That's amazing. I've never seen this kind of use done by a person of the car.
But driving in Vietnam, how do you find it?
You want me to say all good things or reality?
Reality.
Correct. So, see, frankly, if I believe there is a lot of scope of improvement in the way driving happens here.
Yeah.
So, very basic rules, basic to basic rules. I think that understanding is missing in people. Okay, so
You mean education?
education about driving is missing. I was surprised. I'll tell you some story about it. I was surprised that when I got to know to get a driving license here for a normal Vietnamese citizen, it cost you how much?
20 million, I'm told.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. And then after that, you see what quality of driving is happening. I mean,
Well,
it's waste of money.
I could help you out with the understanding of that. I know a driving instructor, and I asked him. Well, I didn't because I don't speak Vietnamese. Kim, my wife, asked him. I was asking the questions, and she was relaying them to the guy.
Yeah.
And he told her straight. You can pay 20 million to do your lessons, and your test and everything, and get your license. Or just give me 20 million, I'll get your license.
Okay.
That's probably one of the reasons why.
We see all this.
Yeah. It's
Very much possible.
But I would do the same thing. If it meant that I haven't got to go all the way through this training and driving and testing.
Correct.
And it's going to cost me the same money.
Correct.
I would do it myself. I think anyone would. The only trouble is,
right,
you don't understand what to do on the roads.
exactly.
You're driving up the wrong side of the road. You're driving at night without your lights on.
Yeah.
Everything you think you can't do, they can do. And round the wrong way round a roundabout. Stopping on a roundabout. Not stopping when they pull out of a junction. There's a whole load of things it could help them.
Correct.
But
and as you told, every day you learn,
Yeah.
right? So this is also, I won't say it's a learning, but it's an exploration that every day you see, oh, so you can break rule like this also. I mean,
well, I'll tell you what happened yesterday. My wife is quite scared of the police.
okay.
I think most Vietnamese are like,
Yeah.
police.
Yeah.
I was coming down the road, down Hong Vong, straight road, all the way downhill, slightly downhill, and there's a left turn that goes into town. Yeah.
Okay.
I've come down there, no cars coming, I've gone like that. What's in front of me? On the wrong side of the road? Police car.
Wow.
Right in front of me, on the wrong side of the road.
Wrong side,
Wrong
of,
side
the
of the
road.
road. Coming, it's just directly in front of me. And I just stopped, just went, I said something.
Yeah, correct.
And Kim was like, no, it's the police, no, don't do nothing. I said, he's on the wrong side of the road. What can you do?
Correct.
It's,
But nothing happened. They just passed by, right?
they were like, we got a big grey truck,
Yeah.
and they had the little tiny blue truck, the little blue trucks they had. And by the time I managed to stop, I was only about that far away from his door.
Shit. Yeah.
So I just come around. I weren't looking up the road. I was looking at the oncoming traffic. There was nothing coming. I was indicating. I just went, ugh. Then the police car straight in front of me, and he just like, ugh.
That would be a case.
And we had it on video and everything. How they would win that case, I would not know, because we've got
Camera.
permanent video at the front, permanent
That's
video
must.
at the back.
That's must.
You have to have that in Vietnam for sure.
Yeah.
But you learn something new every day on the road.
Correct.
And that was part 3. I hope you did well on part 3, answered all your questions and got some understanding. If you didn't understand, go back and try again. Not so difficult to try again. Now, on the last part, one more part to go, and one more quiz. Here we go. Surprisingly, you don't see many accidents.
There are. Why you say you don't see? I see every day.
Oh, do you really?
Yes, I see every day.
Oh, really? I don't see
Yes.
that many.
In fact, see, apart from my normal job and everything and trainings and all, I'm giving training to my staff on driving. Can you imagine?
Oh, you're actually trying to help them drive after
Yes.
they've got their license.
Yes, that license, how they got, I don't know. But then in our meeting room, we have a big whiteboard.
Yeah.
I'll draw many cases of road turns and many
Yeah,
things
yeah.
on them. And then I'll ask my staff to please come, that if you're passing like this, how you will go. So first I make them to draw.
Yeah.
Then I'll ask other people that all of you would do the same or someone will do differently. Then we'll get 3-4 options of the same road, same situation. And then later you will realize that actually none of them is right. Okay. Then you need to tell them and then you need to explain them why it is right and why you are not right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how, and then people learn. And then I really tell them, see, it's not about finding fault. They're all our people, right? Then we want at least they should be safe.
Yeah.
And plus, one more thing is, most of the time they're driving with their children. Correct? So we also want that at least they don't do the mistake which children learn.
Yeah.
At least children should learn the right thing. So they do right thing so that next generation can be better.
Talk about children. You'll have dad on the front, baby in the middle, big sister in the middle, and mum on the back. Dad's got a crash helmet on, mum's got a crash helmet on, but the two kids haven't. Why is mum and dad's head more important than the children's? I don't understand that. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. We had some friends come over from Russia, and they knew they were coming to Vietnam, so they bought a baby's, a real baby, a proper little baby crash helmet.
Oh wow!
Yeah, from Russia, and they bought their oldest daughter another small little crash helmet. So it's possible. You can buy them. You can buy them.
Correct.
It's just I don't know why Vietnam doesn't do it.
Correct.
Mum and dad's heads more important than the children's heads. I don't get that.
If I comment on that, even when we say their head is important, but if you see the type of helmet which is worn, it's just to save that penalty.
And some of them only wear pit night baseball caps.
Exactly. So
and
it's
the
not
police seem to let that happen.
correct. So under our sustainability, I'll tell you, we have distributed more than I think 1,500 or some helmets. I'm sorry. Or more than that to our staff across locations, a proper correct helmet which should cover everything right way.
Should
so
cover.
We have done that.
When we ride, we wear full face. I had a friend in England. A car pulled out. Wasn't his fault. Car pulled out in front of him. He had a half face helmet on. Hit the ground, lost all that side of his face.
Oh shit!
I will never ride a crash helmet without a full face. Never.
Right.
Well, very interesting conversation.
Yes, it is.
We
indeed.
covered a few topics there, I believe.
Correct.
Thank you for coming to the studio.
Thank you for inviting Jimmy.
Yeah, it's interesting, very interesting. And hopefully in the future we'll have you back in the studio and see what's happening in the future.
Sure, I'll be happy to.
So it's bye from me.
Bye everyone.
And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget, like, subscribe. What's the other one? Like, subscribe. And
follow.
Ring that bell. That's what it is.
Okay.
Ring that bell.
Right.
And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.
And that was your listening and comprehension lesson for this week. And the following one will be next week, and every week we'll have a different accent. It will be an English-speaking person, but with a different accent. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.